WDW After Dark. WDW After Dark. Live and uncensored. The Disney vidcast for adults.
Oh my God!
Starring Jeff Davis, Aljon Go, Kristen Hetzel, with William Hershey, and Eric Allen as the Beaver. WDW After Dark. WDW After Dark. Streaming live worldwide at WDWAfterDark.com. And now, prepare yourself for WDW After Dark.
Did we lose Aljon already?
Ladies and gentlemen, WDW After Dark is live and uncensored and completely unrehearsed. Because if it had been, you'd have heard Aljon Go starting off this show, rather than just dead silence with Aljon's picture on it.
Oh, that was good. He's gone. You know, he's not even there.
Welcome to
Picking
the
up
show.
where we left off.
Hey, look, the show started without me. How about that?
Oh my God, that was
Amazing.
fantastic.
I love technology. Is it better if I just turn my camera off and you just have my avatar on all night? Because this is the type of night we're having right now.
I don't know if it's gonna matter, to be honest.
Well, I can tell you the matter is really crappy internet at the hotel I'm staying at right now, which is amazing.
Yeah.
Amazingly bad. So if at any point, if my vocals are really bad, I might switch over to my cell phone, which may be better. So is it getting any better?
Yes.
It comes and goes, pretty much. I mean, it's there and then it's not there. So it's just, it is what it is.
That sucks. I mean, I think what we'll do is because you're coming in like a Transformer voice too, by the way, Jeff. So
nice.
If I need to go on 4G, I'll go on 4G. Hey, it is what it is. It's live, and because of all of the frustration over the past 2 weeks, I am drinking.
You are not the only one, my friend. I am drinking as well. I've got my red Solo Cup koozie and a Bud Light, so I'm right there with you. Yeah.
I have my custom, one-of-a-kind, handmade Sorcerer Radio tumbler.
Yeah, I still haven't gotten mine in the mail, by the way.
I win, sisters. Ha!
Wait. We have a Sorcerer Radio tumbler?
I do.
Yeah, because he special made it. He special made that for himself and didn't tell anybody that he did it.
Because it's a freaking prototype.
What we need to do is we need to open up the Zazzle store for After Dark and get some branded merch. Is what we need.
Ooh, God, that would be so cool, wouldn't it?
Zazzle.
Yeah,
stuff.
but we need to do that. Look, I'm so far behind the curve. Welcome, by the way, to WDW After Dark. It's not some random dudes chatting about absolutely nothing. We actually are Disney fans. We love everything about Disney and Star Wars, what have you, the theme parks. And this is a Friday night hang, so welcome to hanging out with the boys. I'm Aljon, alongside, as always, Jeff Davis, in for the ride.
Howdy-do.
Also sounding like a Transformer on occasion, Eric Allen.
Megatron!
And joining us, Mr. Clean himself from the basement, and from parts unknown, William Hershey. Hello. Look, man.
Dude, some
something.
of us actually know how to unmute our mics.
Microphone. Not working.
What? You see, the cameras work on a weird situation. When you talk, it focuses on you. Okay.
Still nothing.
Yeah, this is going to be going over great, like a lead balloon. So we're here.
Playing the role of Dopey in the live-action Snow White movie would be Will Yeti Chaser Hershey.
You see, the thing is that when people watch us on live stream, YouTube, and now hopefully we had a few hiccups over this week in auditory podcast form, people are go, so the part of the mute is now played by who? We'll never know because the mute never speaks. So
he's studying to be a mime. Okay,
yes,
he's taking his role very seriously.
This portion of WDW After Dark is brought to you by Marcel Marceau. Here's side one. So, for the kids out there that don't understand, Marcel Marceau was a damn mime. Okay.
Come on, he had a speaking role. It was in a silent movie.
Yeah. You see, Eric got me.
Oh, God.
Holy crap. So, you can join us, of course, as always, live, be part of the, as I say, the regular studio audience. And the live studio audience. Yeah, we're WDW After Dark. It's recorded in front of a live studio audience. Applause, please. Applause. Where's my applause track? I'm running on bare bones right now because I am broadcasting from a hotel room. There you go. Slow clap, Jeff Davis. Oh my God, that's a new nickname.
Solo clap, Jeff Davis. That's pretty good. I like that. That's a good one.
Go.
Yeah. Okay.
I like that. Slow clap, Jeff Davis. So we are all here. Occasionally the internet will pop out now because I'm broadcasting from the mobile device. You know, the internet isn't so good, so I apologize in advance. But you came to the right place for adult Disney fun. We're hanging out. This is the water cooler. This is the bar. This is your bar. And we appreciate you tuning in. Before we get started into seeing how everybody's doing, don't forget to support our sponsors here on the show that keep our show up for free. MagicalJourneysVacations.com. Yes, book your Disney trip, damn it. Go ahead and do it. This is live and uncensored. And you want to relieve some stress by going on that Disney vacation, hey, take it that next step further and have Kristen do the work for you. She can book it and also help you with dining reservations. She can also help you navigate through the system that is FastPass Plus, because Lord knows we all need a little help with my Disney experience. It is difficult. It can be challenging and at times very frustrating with the new systems in place. So be sure you go ahead and check out your magicaljourneys.com, magicaljourneysvacations.com, and have Kristen do the work for you. Also, there's a little movie that's coming out right now called Maleficent. You want to watch that. You want to watch X-Men: Days of Future Past. You want to check out Spider-Man. You want to check out $1 Million Arm. You want to check out all these great movies, but you also want to be stress-free when that happens. You want to also check out our Fandango links, our Amazon links, as well at www.afterdark.com. And really quickly, big special thanks to WeBeGeeksPC.com at WeBeGeeks, as this auditory nugget will be hopefully up there sooner than later, so you can relive all the magic in auditory form. And it's great, that they have multiple. Because when you're at work, you have that nasty firewall. You want to listen to WDW After Dark, you can do that. Or you can watch it on YouTube, or you can watch it through live stream, or you can watch it live, which is the preferred method, because Lord knows if this show is going to make it out into the world. You just never know. So it's best to do it live, right? So, guys, did you guys have a good week this week?
I'll say it now.
Jeff?
Did go ahead and go see the new X-Men movie this past week, and epic, fantastic.
Nice.
Yeah,
Good.
A lot of
track.
What's that?
They're back on track there.
They seem like they're back on track. Yeah. The thing that kind of bothers me a little bit, there's some unanswered questions with certain characters in the movie on what the hell type of, I guess, question that comes up. But you're going to have to see the film in order to understand what I'm talking about. But
what the hell?
Yeah, what the hell? And make sure you do stay towards the end of the movie. Get completely done with the credits, because there is a small scene as to what's to come when it comes to the X-Men in the Marvel Universe. So very interesting stuff.
Nice.
Yep.
Good deal. Well, that's an endorsement from Jeff Davis. How about the rest of you guys? Will, how you doing?
I'm doing okay now.
Good. What? I mean, earlier this.
Uh-oh, he just dropped out, just gone.
Marcel.
Gone. He did it again. He just,
this is kind of
mid-sentence,
karma. We rag on Will for not saying anything, and then once he starts talking, people get cut off.
That is not Look, one is not by design. Okay.
Oh, golly.
Will is the voice that severed 1,000 connections.
Damn. I'll be damned. I'm gonna. Well. So anyway, Will, how was that going for you? I might. You know what? I'm gonna drop off and I'm gonna try my damn cell phone.
Okay.
So,
that's
Will,
fine.
Explain to the masses.
Well, this past weekend I was out and I was cleaning up, some tree branches and stuff from a storm that we had,
Mm-hmm.
and knocked over a couple trees and tore off some tree limbs and stuff. And I was just out helping out, doing my role, community service type thing, And I was picking out branches, and it was one little log, it's kind of a little bigger than the average log. So I bent over, picked that sucker up with a little bit of force, and stood right up and slammed my head into the back of a tree limb. And
oh gosh.
Bigger than an average log, huh?
Obviously, yeah.
Yeah. Took off a chunk of skin, a little bit of flesh, and my head was bleeding like mad, and I couldn't stop it. And everybody came over. They're holding their hands on it, and blood just gushing. And they're just like, somebody had the bright idea.
Ouch. Wow. That had to hurt. That's terrible.
Okay. Keep going, dude. Keep going. Keep it together, man.
Somebody broke out one of these, super absorbent, sticky maxi pad things.
A maxi pad.
Yes. Apparently they work like what the military takes them with them too. Sometimes tampons, maxi pads to cover up wounds when in the field and so forth.
Yeah.
So somebody slapped one of those in the back of my head, and they got the blood, the bleeding.
I bet they did. Super absorbent.
So the only thing I was running through my mind was, I'm going to die, because all the blood's going to be sucked out of me.
Oh, God.
Dude, are you feeling better, though? Are you okay now?
Oh, yeah. They couldn't stitch me or anything, so they had to put glue on it because the skin was like, there's just too much gone. So I have a bandage back there, and, yeah. So, but the cool thing
now
was,
I have this... Now I have this image of the doctor with a glue gun, just going, oh, well, maybe I'll do a happy face back here.
That might lead to Will talking more now that he's been hit in the head.
Oh my God.
Who rattled your cage?
Oh, wow. Oh, God.
I'm just saying.
She
might have knocked something loose in here.
She makes a good point.
I am good after all. Another couple inches to the left, and there's one broken branch that with a spike on it about that big. That if I would have gone over to the left a little bit more, I would have impaled my head onto the back of that, and that would have been real fun.
Yeah. We're glad you didn't get your head skewered.
Well.
But
nice.
I do want to tell you something. Just inject something here on the subject of the maxi pad. I used to
inject something on the maxi pad.
Why are we having this conversation?
I have no idea. This is
okay.
Oh,
used to
God.
be part of a Star Trek group, and
what? How do you start that with used to be as part of a Star Trek group?
Bear with me.
Okay.
Now,
right.
the prosthetic foreheads that the Klingons would have, and there are several of us that had that get up going. And the guy who helped me out, said, "Here is my secret for when you have to wear one of these big foreheads." He pulled out a box of maxi pads, stuck one on his forehead, and put the other forehead on in front of it. He says, "This is perfect for when you start getting sweating under all that latex."
Oh my God.
So
That is weird.
Who knew they were so multi-purpose?
You know, and I heard even women use these at times. I don't know.
God, jeez. Who's typing?
It's me. It's me.
It is not me.
Oh my God!
I'm so sorry. I can't hear it. I can't hear it.
Oh my God! It's just like.
Sounds like he's
Sorry.
eating Doritos.
It does.
No.
It's like, break out the Cheetos.
No Doritos.
I'm
No
popping my
Doritos.
knuckles. I'm popping my knuckles. Leave me alone.
Well, anyway, it's good that you cleared all that up there, Will. That's outstanding. Outstanding. For more MaxiPad tips, please don't forget to follow Will on Twitter. I'm sure he'll be able to school you all on the various uses of the pad.
God.
So Kristen, how are you doing? That's a really weird transition.
That is, yeah. It's too much. Wow.
This is by far the most bizarre intro to any show we've done in many, many years.
I know, right?
And that's saying something right there.
Yeah.
Oh, it
yeah.
is, isn't it? It's bizarre. Kristen, how are you doing?
I'm fine. I'm here.
She's here. That's the important part. So we're glad you're here. We've got a lot of Disney headlines to cover tonight. There's a lot of stuff going on in the world of Star Wars. Disney Parks, a big week for the Disney Parks this past week. Interesting remotes and call-ins from this past Disney Rock or Disney Side 24-hour event, and I'm sure we're going to get into that. Of course, we've got the chat room. You can join us once again at WDWAfterDark.com. Just log in, have fun. Burp, feel free to do that as well.
Wow, Jeff.
Yeah, Bud Light. Gotta love it.
Wow. Yeah, that's good stuff. And also, we've got now your top 5 Disney videos of the week. A little bit of a mystery for this top 5 videos of the week, and of course this segment goes over really well on podcast form. So, Jeff, what's on tap for tonight's surprise top 5? Because I'm totally surprised.
Yeah, because we kind of weren't able to coordinate this week on what we're going to do, so I chose these within the last, 45 minutes before the show started. But there was one video that we did not get to last week, because last week's show was, what's the word I'm looking for here?
Chaos?
Yes, chaos. That's it. Yeah, that's a good one right there.
Why? What happened?
Oh, wait till I upload it. You'll find out. Don't worry. But we never did get a chance to do our last video of the week from last week, so we're adding it on to the other 4 that we have this week. But a lot of people were real interested with Star Wars weekends going on and what happened with the hyperspace hoopla. Because Disney decided to take a little bit more of a serious side and look at Star Wars when it came to Star Wars weekends. Some fans felt that the characters dancing around, with extra props on them and everything else was kind of degrading towards the characters themselves of Star Wars, and Disney did not want to do something like that when you've got Episode 7. Even though it's still a ways out, so close, to being in theaters and everything else, so they've changed it up a little bit. But we all kind of wondered, what happened with the hyperspace hoopla. And this video is going to tell you exactly what happened. Take a look.
Hey, it's James Earl Taylor, your host of Star Wars Weekends, and it's my privilege to introduce the Padawan Mine Challenge.
This is what they replaced the hyperspace hoopla with, in a way, I guess.
As long as there's like a twerking Chewie in it.
There's no such thing.
No, not happening, no.
What? Don't tell me somebody's thinking that's degrading.
Well, I think a nice replacement here is Ashley Eckstein. That's a good replacement from Chewbacca twerking on stage,
She's not going to be twerking, is
No,
she?
FYI, she's not twerking, okay?
Darn.
Okay, I know, right?
You just ruined this video for me. Thank you. I wonder if it's hot inside that C-3PO suit.
You know it is.
Yeah.
Dude, it's like it's metal-plated plastic. What in the hot, humid Florida sun?
Yeah.
Whatever poor schmo they've got in there has already lost 5 pounds just from sweat.
Who's inside R2? Is that, or Aljon, is that completely remote control?
I believe that is remote control.
Okay.
Gotta be.
I also feel sorry for the Imperial officers over here.
Straight up black. Yeah.
Yeah.
And you know that's 100% cotton.
Well, of course.
Yes, the dark side does not skimp on the materials or the thread count.
No, not at all.
And inside they're going, God, I gotta get out of here.
I should have used the bathroom before I came on stage.
No, that's probably what the stormtroopers thinking.
I'm thinking, wait. I just did.
And then you look at the stormtrooper outfits. That's like doubling up. You know, they got the full black bodysuit on, and then you've got all the extra attachments on top of that. You know, they're sweating their butt off.
Yeah.
You know.
Now just think of the stormtroopers that have to walk on top of the entrance gates at the Hollywood studio.
Yeah, very hot.
They don't do that.
I mean,
they don't do
have
that
to
anymore.
be out there all the time. They
They don't do that anymore. No. They have their little.
There's probably a good reason for that, then.
They've got their little segways now. Well, not segways, but they have these big kind of turrets they drive up in.
Well, back when they used to do it, though,
This
it
is the
was
first
hot.
year then that they did that, because last year they were up there.
Well, maybe they do still do that. I thought they stopped doing that last year because they had those turrets up there, Kristen. But maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong.
I wonder if Ashley's gotten tired of doing this show yet.
I doubt it. She has so much energy, you know, and I ended up hanging out with her, meeting her, and she's got so much energy. She's just a ball of energy. She's great.
Okay, I'm going to freeze the video right there at that spot.
Do it.
This is our answer to the question of what happened to the Hyperspace Hoopla and what happened to the hosts of the show. They are now both frozen in carbonite.
They're frozen assets, right?
Literally.
That's right. Stig and Oopla, frozen in perfect hibernation in frozen
Please tell me that one of them is, trying to sing "Let It Go."
I think they both are, to be honest.
Hey, Oopla, do you want to build a snowman?
And I think Disney did this.
The cold never bothered them anyway, so.
God. I think Disney did this and showed it in.
That's twice this week that you have used that line.
I know. Isn't it great?
You gotta stop.
Can't help myself.
You need to.
Well, you missed last week's show because we kind of had a rendition of how that scene should have played out.
Oh dear.
With the help of Disney Infinity figures.
Oh my.
Well,
yeah.
We don't need to watch the rest of this this video because that's basically what that was good for.
Yeah, pretty much. The rest of it was kind of just whatever, pretty much. Thanks
I just
to.
couldn't imagine wearing those costumes.
Yeah,
I don't see how they don't
Believe
pass out.
me, you get in a costume like that out there, and the Klingon outfit that I had, it didn't have that much plastic on it, so. But it had a lot. It had some rubber. It had a good bit of rubber. It had a good bit of very heavy cloth, and of course, it had the latex fake forehead. So, yeah, I can only imagine what these people are going through.
I mean, I told Aljon after the last time, what was it, 2 years ago that we dressed up, and I said I'm not doing it again. I can't. It's too hot. I'm too uncomfortable. And that was the year that the one day I went as Asajj Ventress, and the next day I went as Slave Leia. And even in the Slave Leia costume, because of course it's a floor-length skirt.
Yeah.
And, bikini top, I had sweat pouring down my back. I'm like, I don't see how people can walk around in these Jedi robes and heavy costumes because you would be calling, the first aid center going, we have somebody who's passed out.
Yeah.
I would have to develop to design a costume with little pouches to where you could put those little freezer things in.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, just to keep some cool air in there. So,
I do that now when I go to Disney World. I just throw a couple of those pouches in my cargo shorts, and I'm good to go for the rest of the day.
Once again, Will with the tip of the day.
Shocking.
Cool off them nether regions, Will.
I don't want to think about Will's nether regions right now. I just
let's move on before
let's
that.
move on.
Yeah,
Let's just leave that where it needs to be.
Yeah.
And another video. Yeah. Last one was done by our friend Ricky Briganti over at Inside the Magic, and our next one is the actual show that actually replaced the hyperspace hoopla, and our friends from The Mouse took this video. Star Wars Symphony in the Stars. Right there.
The stars.
Fireworks. All kinds of stuff. Real nice. Take a look.
I like to think of these fireworks as like tiny Death Stars exploding.
Have there been fireworks before?
Yeah, there used to be fireworks every night.
When?
Back in the day when it, I guess, first few years it opened, as far as I remember.
Yeah, there used to be a fireworks show at Hollywood Studios.
And then they got Fantasmic and they started kicking back fireworks.
It's like, we got this animatronic dragon over here. We don't need fireworks. You know, nobody's going to want to see them anyway. They're going to their booze going to be blocked to the big sorcerer hat.
I'll tell you what, though, the fireworks show and John Williams' music, and I talked to so many people about it, but the fireworks show with John Williams' music really is meant for that fireworks show. John Williams, there's nothing like it, and because the fireworks are shot and the shells are shot so close to the park, you have so much of that concussive feel. You can really feel the fireworks as opposed to wishes.
Yeah.
And it's a different feel, and the crowd every night erupts in such thunderous applause, right? There you go. That it's just so impressive, and you can't help but be moved by these fireworks because of all the emotion that those that music brings to the table, and of course, knowing the original trilogy and everything. It's
sure,
super cool.
Yeah.
Very cinematic.
The only problem that I really have with these fireworks, the setup for me at Disney's Hollywood Studios, with Mickey's hat and everything else, the trees are just a little too tall in some spots, depending on where you're at. I mean, you take a look at these huge palm trees and everything. You got this big building in the way. Just depends on where you're at. But the setting for fireworks behind that hat is just not perfect when it comes to that kind of stuff. And I guess that's me from being spoiled from seeing them at Cinderella's Castle so much. Because that is the perfect setting. Sleeping Beauty Castle is the perfect setting for fireworks. With this, it's a little bit tougher, but like you said...
If the hat was gone and it was the Chinese theater in the background, that'd be perfect.
Yes, it
would.
would.
That would be perfect.
It would be perfect, yeah, definitely.
And, a great spot to see the fireworks is actually by Indiana Jones Stunt Show.
Oh, really?
You're not obstructed by too many of the trees and the buildings, so you can really see the fireworks well.
Yeah.
Over there.
Did you see 2 nights, Aljon?
I only saw it that one night.
Oh. Did you see it where Raphael filmed it from?
We saw it from the exact same vantage point, yep.
Okay. Then how do you know that the other view is good?
I was told that was a secret space that everyone films there.
Oh.
And
if everyone films there, that's not really that big a secret, is it?
Not anymore. Not anymore. The thing is, well, now you know.
Everyone doesn't film from there because this was not shot from there, so everyone does not film from there.
Well, all the cool people, I guess.
Oh, are you saying Raphael is not cool?
Oh no, can't do that.
I'm telling.
I know.
Oh no.
What was that?
Sounds like a big fart.
Sorry.
It did. Somebody lift their butt cheek up or something? My God.
Sounds like an elephant fart.
It's like Close Encounters of the Third Part.
Seriously.
Well, that's just a sample of the fireworks there, and you can see the entire fireworks show once again on the Mouse. You can subscribe to his feed on YouTube, as well as check out themouse.com. And thank you, Raphael, for shooting such a great video for Symphony in the Stars. It's definitely a must-see there for Star Wars weekends. There's nothing like it. Jeff, what else do we have there on tap?
Okay, so the next one, of course, we all know that the Seven Dwarfs Mine Train has been in soft opening for, I don't know, what, a week and a half or so. It was in a soft opening status. It was open for the Rock Your Disney Side 24-hour party. Everybody got to enjoy that. But a lot of people were waiting for the big one, the official grand opening that literally completed all of New Fantasyland there in the Magic Kingdom, and we have the official grand opening from the Disney parks for you here. Take a look.
Ah, Dopey. Thank you. Snow White, are we ready?
We're ready.
All right. We declare Seven Dwarfs Mine Train officially open. Congratulations. Thank you.
We have to worry about Will at the moment, because that head injury apparently caused something to come out of his head.
It's a tumor.
It's a new version of the alien monster. There we go, right there. Doesn't come out of your chest anymore; it comes out of your head.
So excited to be back.
Hi-ho! I'm the tumor that's coming out of your head.
So
that would be something to really have to worry about.
I'll be honest, I used to be afraid of those rides as a kid.
As you can see, a couple of the players from the Orlando Magic were there in the Magic Kingdom for the grand opening of the Seven Dwarfs Mine Train, along with some of the kids from the I think it's called Big Brothers, Big Sisters.
Big
right.
Sisters.
Yep, they're in Orlando. Yeah.
And the guys from the Orlando Magic were Victor Oladipo and Tobias Harris, as a matter of fact.
Look at you. Look at you.
Hey, you let me sub in for DW60 one weekend. I am freaking all over it.
Victor and Tobias.
Good job, by the way. That was good.
Oh, thank you.
This grand opening is so much more downscaled than the opening that they did with, of course, the Seven Dwarfs and Snow White. But they had this huge setup on the rocks. They had this, hammer and everything else that they did. With this, it's just a simple, small ribbon cutting, and there's nothing else really to it. There's nobody else in the park. It's just them. Just very, very quaint, I guess.
I like how the rep says you're going to be the first to ride this ride. Meanwhile, there's been people riding it for the past 2 weeks.
Exactly. Yeah, right. Like, you liar.
You're the first people to ride this ride.
There was this Asian kid that rode it the other day and almost broke it.
Are you kidding me? How does that happen?
Really?
That was me, actually.
Oh, God. Stop.
Just joking.
You'll no ride the mine train no more.
Exactly.
No, I do kind of like the fact that it is a little bit of a more scaled down thing, because it's already open, right? People are already riding.
Right.
Yeah.
It's if you were going to do a full scale production, you do it at the Rock Your Disney Side Park. This is just we have to do an official grand opening, This is a good PR thing for us.
Of course.
So
this is what makes mainstream news.
Yeah, it does. Yeah.
Especially with the Orlando Magic involved and the Big Brothers Big Sisters and helping them out, and great organization. You have A-listers that are there to help open it. Of course, it's going to make sense.
And of course, I love the guy who's like Stevie Wondering, swaying back and forth. I mean,
yeah, right.
It's almost like my Shelby.
I know, right?
Lovely as a summer day.
Wow, Eric.
Oh my gosh.
I give you a golden ticket right now, brother.
I know.
Sweet.
This view that I'm seeing here on the mine train, you can definitely see more of the sway in the cars than what you do in some of the further away shots. It looks like a fluid motion, but these cameras that they have set up on the cars, you can see they do sway a little bit more than what some people do talk about. That's pretty cool.
I think that also has to do with the weight of the people that are in the car.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Oh, by the way,
we have people who weigh less in it, and it's going to swing more.
There you go.
It's interesting,
right?
I would think so.
Okay, then I'm not riding with you.
Oh. And here we've got literally the very first set of guests on the 28th of May, this past Wednesday, that entered the park, getting to ride the Seven Dwarfs Mine Train. So lots of people behind cast members, getting them to the attraction very slowly, although I don't think the wait time probably exceeded Anna and Elsa at 5.5 hours on Wednesday.
Dude,
so.
My work day doesn't exceed the wait time.
Seriously,
By the way, to circle back on Kristen's comment, typically they say the absence makes the heart grow fonder.
No.
No.
Not so much.
No, not so much.
Okay, I do have a question, though.
I also say out of sight, out of mind.
Ooh.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
All right. All right.
There's a reason why we're still married, apparently.
We started.
You're the one with the zingy comment there, wifey. She loves me.
All right, so, Aljon, quick question.
Yes.
Since you have ridden the Seven Dwarfs Mine Train, and we haven't, how does the swaying of the car really, does it enhance the feel of the ride any?
I don't believe so.
Was it good for you?
Was it good for me? if the cart comes a rock, if the cart starts a rocking, don't come a knocking. Is that what you're saying?
Well, maybe, but
Well, look, the ride vehicle itself is great, and I believe that people are encouraged to sway back and forth in the vehicle. But I believe I did not do such a thing. I believe that the track was super smooth, the smoothest coaster you'll ever be on. It was so fluid. But I felt like the rocking wasn't happening. But of course, I was riding the ride. I think I was either riding the ride with Raphael or Tony, and the three of us are not skinny guys, so it wasn't necessarily rocking for us, but it was very fluid. I will tell you that. And Raphael said something on the review that was played at our Rock Your Disney Side special on Sorcerer Radio this past Thursday. He said something to the effect of he felt like the ride vehicle was really small, too small for him.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I felt it was fine for me, and he felt like it was just really cramped, and I've heard other people say that as well. The vehicle is pretty small. I think that was a really bad mistake on Disney's part.
Yeah.
That you make a family coaster and you don't take in consideration, bigger sized people. But having said that, I fit in it pretty well, and I think for your average person, your average mom or dad or siblings or whoever's riding the ride, I think they're going to enjoy it. It wasn't a thrill ride by any means. But is it a must-do? Yes. Would I do it again? Yes, absolutely I would do it. It would be a ride that I feel like if the wait time was manageable, I would definitely wait for it. And I got through. The line was immense, and I got through it in an hour during Rock Your Disney Side.
Yeah.
So
okay.
as soon as I got off the air with you guys last week at WDW After Dark, I think I was in line for 15 more minutes, and we ended up hitting the ride, and it was great. The queue was amazing. A lot of great interactive elements in the queue, and the visuals and the animatronics were very, very well done. So I think anybody, this is a Disney must-do. Is it Big Thunder Mountain in terms of thrills? No. Is it Space Mountain in terms of thrills? No. But is it Goofy Sky School or the Barnstormer? It is definitely a few notches above that.
Okay, let me ask you this then, because this is the Snow White ride that took the place of Snow White Scary Adventures.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, it's not quite an apples-to-apples comparison because, well, Snow White Scary Adventures didn't have a lift hill, but the dark ride parts of it, how did that, was it like worth the wait compared to that, or what?
I would say that this ride trumps any ride in New Fantasyland for sure.
Really? Wow.
Yeah, this is the must ride. I mean, Ariel's got nothing on this in terms of animatronics and how smooth the effects are, the lighting. It was just superb. I think you guys will be very, very pleasantly surprised when you ride it. If you feel a little bit underwhelmed, it may be because you might have thought that this was going to be, the thought of the word coaster is very misleading, because I automatically think Rock and Roller Coaster. I think of Expedition Everest. So in terms of thrills, if you're looking for that, you're not going to find it in New Fantasyland. Remember,
your car's not rocking on this one.
That's right.
That's what you're saying.
New Fantasyland is made for families.
Yeah, that's right.
New Fantasyland and this attraction was made for boys and girls and their families to enjoy together. So mild thrills. And it does not rock as much as Star Tours. Star Tours is a rock and ride.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
All right. So, I mean, may you feel motion sick? If you're a motion sick person, you probably will, because there is a little bit of a drop, a little bit of a lift. It does go at a really good speed for the ride that it is. And it's very short as well, but I believe that the payoff as you go into the mine and as you exit, the different things that you're able to see without spoiling it is very, very good. So I can't wait to ride it with Kristen to get her take on it, because I know she's going to enjoy it. I know I'm going to enjoy it as well.
She ain't riding with you.
She may not be. Well, she'll be riding.
You already said she ain't riding with you.
She's going to be riding it with me. Yes, she is, at least once.
Okay.
Well, I mean, just from the videos that I've seen and I've watched, it seems like the transition that they have from coaster over to dark ride, over to coaster, it just seems really smooth and just flawless, really, combining the two things together. And I think that's what they were looking for when they first started thinking about the ride, keeping it family friendly, having it a nice smooth transition, and having it fit in the Magic Kingdom with everything else. So I'm looking forward to it in October, definitely. So
the interesting thing that was brought up. I believe this morning in this past afternoon on Sorcerer Radio, Ryan and I were discussing this ride, and it really is a different experience when you ride an attraction that has an outdoor element, because you have two different experiences during the day and at night.
I keep hearing that, yeah.
He wrote it during the day. Yeah, he wrote it.
What you got to do when the ride is not busy, like say when it's, well, no, it won't work so much when it's raining. Never mind. Because I was going to say, like with Expedition Everest, there was one time when it was daylight, and it was right as the sun started going down, and it was during extra magic hours when everybody has left, and so you literally got on and walked right back on, and I rode it like 7 times in a row. And so it's really cool to see it as the sun went down, because, of course, once you get to that certain point, it's very quick that the sun goes, and so the sky looks different every time. But it's really, really cool to get to see.
You're exactly right, Chris. The effect of it, like right as the sun starts going down, is going to be cool. I mean, there's nothing like riding Expedition Everest as the sun is going down, and there's nothing like riding Astro Orbiter when that's happening, and they're just different experiences depending on the time of day. I suggest that you try them all, because there are certain things in the aesthetic of the mountain as you climb it and as you go around the different bends that you may not be able to see in the dark. But yet when you go in the dark, there are things that that the lights and different things that pull your attention toward it that really are wonderful that you're not going to see during the day. So definitely give it a shot and try it as many times. Try it. As many times as
there
you can
it is.
in the day or night. Yeah. But once again, I think this is worth the wait. This is the crown jewel of New Fantasyland, rightfully so. And I think everyone, Jeff, anyone that's going to be visiting the parks is going to totally love this attraction. So,
well, I think a lot of people are going to be much happier with the Seven Dwarfs Mine Train instead of the huge Tinkerbell and Fairy Tree, if you remember a few years back with the original concept art of the New Fantasyland. Remember that huge tree that they had in the middle of it that they were going to put Tinkerbell and everybody else on the inside, and Disney kind of went, maybe this isn't such a good idea. Let's come up with something else, and it seems like they really did deliver this time.
Thank goodness.
Yeah, thank goodness. Jeez. So
it's worth the extra time. What's that?
I've never been on Astro Orbiter.
You're missing out, man.
Wow.
Yeah, I know. Every time I go, it's one of those things that always slips by.
What is he missing out on?
It's like Dumbo, only it's cool.
Well, the thing is, look, Kristen.
I say do it once at night and then never again.
Well, but you see, the thing is, Kristen, we did it. You see, that's the whole point. When you go to the park, you have to. Kristen and I made it a point, and she's mentioned this before, of when you go to the park, trying to do everything you can, you know. And
well, we made that one trip and literally did everything except for the Flights of Wonder, because the show was canceled the days we were there due to the rain. But we went to every single other attraction, and that was with the last year of Pocahontas.
Right. And I'm glad we saw that.
That was crazy.
It was a crazy trip, but Will, you need to do it for the simple fact of you've done it. You know, being a level 5 Disney fan, you've got to do it.
That's true.
Do it at night. It's cool to see the castle lit up at night from there.
Cool.
And Con always, every time we take a trip, he's like, "Come on, ride it with me," because his mom's like, "I want nothing to do with it."
Right.
And so I'm like, "Fine, I'll ride it with you." But last time I was like, "No, we're not. We're not.
You know what you should do?
40 minutes to ride Astro Orbiter.
You know what you should do, Will, is you should ride it during Wishes and then think of yourself as a star pilot or something like that. That would be great. Because I've done that before, and it's pretty cool. So. All right, well, moving on.
Well, then I will do that. As long as you'll get on it with me. I'll ride with you.
Okay, Will, let's do that.
Let's do that.
I will ride with you. We can try it together.
Yeah, I'll bring the penny.
See, I'll take a hit for the team, man. We'll do it.
There you go.
It's fine. I'll wait 30 minutes on that ride for you during Wishes. No one will ride it during that time.
They're so nice.
Yeah, I am a nice guy. Thanks, Jeff. Thanks.
There's like a forever long, like everybody's going on and on about the coasters. We've now started a whole conversation of theme parks with coasters, because Cedar Point's been mentioned, of course, Hershey Park. And Paul made a comment about Six Flags and the one in New Orleans that is no longer there, that they didn't rebuild after Katrina. But that made me think, have you ever seen the pictures of that are online?
Yes.
Is that not creepy?
That is.
It's almost the giant clown head. Oh my God! I'm like, that would just. Oh.
I would expect the Joker to be hiding out in there somewhere.
That's one of the creepiest abandoned photos I've seen.
Yeah.
Wow. I can just imagine that's
a few different things that some photographers have done of various locations around the world that are abandoned, and that picture is just one of the creepiest ones now.
I haven't seen it, but I will have to take a look at that. Just an abandoned theme park, you think the Devil's Rejects would all be hanging out over there, so.
Or Scooby-Doo and the gang,
Exactly. Mr. Carruthers over there owns that theme park.
I'll tell you, there's some, just do a search one day and look for some abandoned photos, but another place that has not creepy places, but some really cool photos. And it's kind of sad that some of the stuff has been left in the condition it is Detroit. There's some pretty amazing. One of them, I believe, is a theater. And it's like really old, kind of classic style theater.
I've got news for you, Kristen. Detroit is a scary place, period. I'm just saying. No offense.
No, it's not scary. It's cool. There's a difference between scary and cool looking.
Well, I'll tell you right now.
One involves getting mugged, the other doesn't.
Oh, God.
Mugged? Is that all?
If you're lucky.
So let's get out of Dodge and let's move on to the next video of the week before I pass out here.
All right, our very own Vincent Big Bubba B was out at the Rock Your Disney Side 24-hour party out there in Anaheim, California, in Disneyland, and he had the chance to take a few videos of what was going on throughout the day for his day. Early in the morning at 1 a.m., the front of the line before the park opened. The cast members out there waving to everybody, a little bit of the dance party, and then, of course, the sad moment after towards the end of the 24 hours, the goodbye song, and everything else that was going on. So here's a look at some of the footage from Big Bubba B over in Disneyland for the 24-hour Rock Your Disney Side party. This is a look at the line of people and people that were literally camped out, laying on blankets or in sleeping bags and in chairs, and that's a lot of people.
Dude, it reminds me of when the PlayStation 3 came out as well as the Nintendo Wii, both at the same time. I was a video game merchandiser when that happened, and I'd do my store visits, and there'd be people in the crafts section of Walmart, I guess, because they tried to make their own pillows or something. But they were just camped out there for days, and I'm just like, dear God, I don't need a console this bad.
No.
Yeah.
Now I remember Big Bubba calling in, and by the way, that special was amazing. All the remotes that everyone did were just great calling in, because our station, the Sorcerer Radio, sounded so damn good when everybody was calling in. But I have to say that every report that was coming in started off with a lot of energy, and as the time continued forward, 3 hours in, 6 hours in, you could feel the fatigue starting to sit into the reporters, because they were tired as all hell. And by the time halfway through 12-hour mark, Bubba and Daniel and Steve Sanders, they were all calling in, and they were just blanked out. They were wiped out, and you could hear the gradual their voices just all of a sudden turn. And then by the last remote, man, Daniel and Bubba and Steve, they just about had it. and when you listen to the show, and it'll be available on podcast soon, probably over the next couple of days, listen to the transition in their voice from the very start of that hour-long program all the way to the end, and you guys are going to just laugh, because I laugh so hard. And just listening to the show myself, I just laughed. So good.
Welcome to Sorcerer Radio.
Exactly.
Yeah. Those of you who tuned into Disneyland Magic this past week would have heard me interview Big Bubba, and we had some pretty interesting topics to talk about, as well as how he woke up with nothing but his Mickey ears and lanyard on. So if you missed out on that show, you missed a pretty good show.
Yeah, that's good stuff right there.
Wow. Okay.
He is fist pumping every single cast member all the way down Main Street, USA. I mean,
nice.
I don't think he missed anybody on that side of the street.
He's jumping in. It's like charge into battle kind of thing. I love how they have like all the cast members are just lining Main Street, and it's got like all. It's not just cast members from any one place. I mean, it's from all over. I mean, you got security, you got retail, you've got guest relations, you've got you got behind the scenes. I guess there's an accounts payable in there somewhere. I don't know. But I just think it's awesome.
Yeah, it was good. Good stuff.
Look at the people! Wow, there was a lot of people out just for the grand opening. That not grand opening, but for the opening of everything.
Is he hauling luggage?
I don't know. I don't think so.
Might be a change of...
That's his portable bed, I guess. Maybe, I don't know.
Here's footage of the dance party that they had right there in front of Sleeping Beauty Castle. Now, I did hear throughout the week the various different podcasts that I've listened to, and the tweets that I've seen, stuff on Facebook and everything. A lot of people were not very happy with the setup that Disneyland did for this big dance party that was going on. They didn't think the setup, having this stage and dancing and everything else was appropriate to be in front of Cinderella's castle, turning Sleeping Beauty Castle into kind of like a dance club. A lot of people were not very happy with it. The view that I've seen, though, especially from like kids' videos and others that I've seen, I don't really see what the big problem is when it's this type of event, when it only happens once a year. And you have something like this. I don't see the problem. I love the view. I love what they've done with the area there. So doesn't bother me.
I mean, these people just want to stand down Main Street, USA, and just imagine the ghost of Walt Disney walking through the gate. I mean, yes, it's great to have your storybook vista, but still, where else are you going to put this thing?
Well, hold on, Eric. The thing is that they did the same thing at Walt Disney World, and it was loud. Oh my gosh, it was so loud. But they can get the Grand Vista any other time.
That's what I'm saying. I mean,
this is the time of, hey, look, we're here to energize you because you're making it a point to be at the park for 24 straight hours. Guess what? This is the time that we're going to pump you up to get excited, spend money, ride a ride, do your thing.
Yeah.
And,
we're going to pump
exactly.
you up.
Cha-ching. Exactly right.
And then right here, just before 6 a.m., the final moments of the Rock Your Disney Side 24-hour party at Disneyland there. Lots of people still there.
Dancing on this one.
No, nobody's dancing on that one. Some people were extremely happy, and others, I hear, were in tears towards the end of the party, that they were so upset that it was over with and everything else. I've literally heard that this week on different shows. So
they were in tears that it was over.
Yeah.
They were in tears. They were in tears because,
if I had made 24 hours in a Disney park, I don't know that I'd be sad it was over. It'd be kind of like, crossing the finish line on a marathon. I mean, it's kind of like, thank you, Lord Jesus, I made it.
It's over.
Not that I would know what it feels like to end the marathon, but that's how I would imagine it would feel.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think being there all night would be easier than a marathon or a half marathon.
I'd still be, thank you, Lord Jesus.
Oh.
It's like you survived the zombie apocalypse. You're the last person standing.
Yeah, jeez.
I made it to the mall.
That's true, yeah.
I made it to the mall.
But I do think I'd be too exhausted to be, crying that I was so sad it was over. At that point, I'd be like, I'm going home.
I want to sleep.
Taking a nap.
I have saved the Necronomicon. I have defeated the Deadite army. I'm going home and sleeping now.
Yeah.
That's right.
And
hour and a half nap, and then I'd be good to go again.
Yep, go to the next park. Star Wars weekend's time. Yep.
So. That's what I did.
So we took a look at
the park.
We took a look at Disneyland right there, and our last video this week is going to be a recap of what happened over at Walt Disney World on the same day for the 24-hour Rock Your Disney Side party. Let's take a look.
And we're ready to rock our Disney side. From 6 a.m. Friday to 6 a.m. Saturday, the Magic Kingdom is open for 24 straight hours, and we're going to experience all of it.
Good morning! So, Mickey, are we ready to open the Magic Kingdom? Okay, gang, count nice and loud. Here we go. 3, 2, 1.
I loved in Bubba's video when they did the opening for the park to start the party. They had quite a few pyrotechnics go off and everything else. There was one, and I think there was a couple more after that. At Disney World, it was real simple, kind of downscaled from Disneyland's version. Just a couple of pyrotechnics went off, and that was it. Get your butt in the park. Let's get it on. Let's have fun.
I did it the first year they had it, so this is like a tradition for me at this point.
There were challenges.
So when this is done, do they just close the park for like 3 hours and then reopen it?
Pretty much.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
How would you like to be on that custodial crew?
Yeah, right.
Aljon, did you try any of the special edition cupcakes that they had for the 24-hour party?
Oh no.
No?
Didn't do any of that. No. We sure didn't. The lines were so long at all of those places, it was ridiculous. And we decided it would probably be best served for us to stay in the line that we thought we'd eventually have the payoff, which was the mine train. That was like the goal of the night, was let's ride the damn mine train. If we can get through that line, then our day will be made, because we've been waiting so damn long for that ride. And I didn't come all the way out there not to ride that damn thing, so I was going to go do it. You know?
Screw coverage, man!
Yeah, cupcakes, schmupcakes. We're going to stand in line to party with the Seven Dwarfs. That's what we're going to do. And that's what we did.
It seems to me that a lot of people really went all out, almost cosplay-like, on their costumes when they were there at the Magic Kingdom for the big event.
Oh, absolutely. You know, that was the coolest thing about that, is the costumers that were there. And kudos to Ryan Hurley, WDW After Dark contributor and guest reporter. He got onto the Disney Parks blog dressed as Indiana Jones.
There you go.
So
yeah.
He made it there, and it was great. So good for him. He's been on the Disney Parks blog featured twice as an attendee for certain things. So that's great. You know, I would have been dressed up as well if I remember to bring my Jedi costume. I didn't bring it, so oh well.
That's
so
all
the
right.
truth comes out. Is that it?
With all the costumes and things that you have, do you go and forget? When you're going for two things, you have a reason to wear a costume twice. How do you go and forget them?
Well, I had been, I was going straight from work, and work was always taking precedence, and I left my costumes at the door, so unfortunately I didn't.
Are you telling me your employers would not appreciate you showing up to work dressed as Obi-Wan Kenobi?
They actually might appreciate that, but yeah, I think that was the last thing on my agenda, and I totally forgot, and I just haven't been home, and I've been tired, so they lost my luggage too, so that wasn't good. So
yeah,
a bunch of stuff happened to me on the way over there.
Okay.
What was also interesting that I saw different video, different pictures, and everything else. Maleficent actually did make an appearance there at Walt Disney World for the big event inside Cinderella's castle, but it's not the normal Maleficent that you would expect to see every day in the parks. They literally had a look-alike Angelina Jolie version of Maleficent there inside the castle that really only a select few of Disney fans had the opportunity to get a ticket to go and see her. I don't know exactly how they ended up handing out these tickets or, giving them to people or anything else, but the video I did see from Ricky Briganti sounds a lot like Angelina Jolie. She has the same facial features. Very mysterious and soft-spoken, really held on to the part just from what I've seen with the trailers and stuff like that. So that was a nice little treat.
You can verify that was not her. Right?
That was not her. No, that was not her. You can definitely tell the difference. But there was a striking resemblance. Calm down, Eric. Calm down. It's okay. She was not there.
I'm just asking. That sounds like something Disney would do.
Yeah, I could see them doing that. Yeah.
Yeah, you have, it's like, oh, we're going to have this super secret, double secret probation lottery drawing. This handful of lucky fans get to come in and see Maleficent, and oh, hello, it's the real deal.
Yeah.
Wow, Eric, you should be in marketing.
Well, I do know I know a marketing trick or two.
Yeah, I mean that would have been awesome if that had been the case, man. Ricky probably would have shipped his pants at that point.
I don't think he'd be the only one.
I'd be right there along with him.
I shipped his pants. Okay, so Jeff, what else do we have on tap there, brother?
Those are our 5 videos this week. That's it. Yeah, that's it.
We actually made it through?
We made it through all 5 of the videos. But I am going to end the video segment with a question that I put in the SR Fun Zone a little bit earlier this afternoon. And again, I've heard this mentioned throughout the week on different shows, Twitter messages, and Facebook and everything else. So I figured I'd ask you guys the same question that a lot of people have been asking. Should Disney should they continue to do just one 24-hour party every single year?
Yes.
Or should Disney maybe add one more date and have a second 24-hour party at a different time of the year? And a lot of people have mentioned not everyone can go during the month of May because a lot of parents can't take their kids simply because of school or finals and everything else. It's not exactly at a big vacation time. So would another 24-hour party be possible? Would it be a good idea? And if so, when should they do it? And is this a primer for what Disney is looking at to maybe open up different parks as well? Not only the Magic Kingdom, but possibly doing it in Epcot as well. So have a double Disneyland and then California Adventure and then Magic Kingdom, Epcot. Should it stay just the Magic Kingdom and Disneyland itself, or should they expand it a little bit more? And I wanted to get a reaction from all you guys.
I think you're more likely to see a multi-park 24-hour event than you are to see multiple 24-hour events during the year.
Okay.
Because if you think about it, Epcot and Hollywood Studios stayed open later than normal during this 24-hour thing.
That they did, yeah.
So I think that may be an indicator that they're testing out the possibility of doing that, checking to see, well, Epcot, 30 minutes from their closing, they still had this many people in the parks. And if they still have that number of people, I would not see any kind of reason why they wouldn't do it that way. Me personally, I think if you have it more than once a year, you're taking away from the special feel of it.
Right. And not to mention the fact that there will be another leap year, so there will probably be, more than likely, one more Disney Day. And so if the timing is not right for the 24 hours during this time, at least they have 4 years to think about doing it again for, whatever it is for February, so.
Well, I mean, this is the third one in a row. Are we seeing a trend here? Is Disney, you think they're going to continue to do this every year? Because it's obviously a huge draw, and the numbers are amazing probably for attendance and the amount of money that they're making as far as merchandise sales and food sales and everything else.
And you see that you just hit it on the head. If Disney can continually make money and the shareholders find that it is making them money, then of course they will continue to do it and try to find ways to grow their business. Now, maybe they do something crazy like the 24-hour world the world showcase is open for 24 hours. I could see that, maybe happening at some point, but once again, it's all about making money. So if they feel like
merchandising,
that's right.
Yeah.
They'll do it.
Spaceballs to Flamethrower. The kids love this one.
I was tempted to buy the T-shirt, but at 25, I don't remember how much the T-shirts were. I was just like, forget it. I'm not going to do it.
Kristen, what do you think?
If they did anything, I'm with Eric about adding another park, and I would like to see them add Epcot. But I can't see them doing this more than once a year, and just like Eric said, well, then it's not so special then. Yeah. And I don't think they'll get quite the same draw if they do it. I think the more you add it, the less reason there is for people to show up. It doesn't seem special, so then that cuts down on merchandise sales because people are like, Well, why am I going to get the T-shirt? I already did it this year.
Yeah, it doesn't seem to me like they need to do it at a specific time of year when everybody can do. Like in the dead middle of summer when everybody's on vacation. I mean, you're just adding on to the attendance of the Magic Kingdom, and then literally having to close the gates and say, we can't take any more people because there are just so many here. And you don't necessarily have to do it at the spring break time. You might run into the same situation. A lot of locals were probably there, and a lot of people who are not locals were probably there. But you could definitely see that the attendance was not at maximum, but there were a lot of people there, a lot of people having a great time. And Big Bubba B mentioned something in the chat room, which is interesting. Some people on the question that I had posted mentioned having it in the fall. The problem you have with that, and he nailed it right on the head, is that they don't want to do it during holiday decorations time because those specific times of year like Halloween or Christmas are geared towards Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party. The Very Merry Christmas Party.
You also have other things. You also have a lot of other things that people are spending money on that time of the year.
Exactly. Yeah.
Halloween. You have Food and Wine Festival.
Right. Yep.
Over at Walt Disney World. You can only pull so much out of people.
Exactly. Yep.
When you're already pretty much pulling them to the max right now with all that stuff, then nobody's going to dish out money for. Let me add this, more expense to doing this. So,
Will, what do you think? Once a year or twice a year for the 24-hour party?
I think they should do different events, 24-hour events, sporadically, not all at once for each of the theme parks. I mean, I could see Epcot doing this. I mean, I think it would be great, as long as there's an alcohol curfew, because, I mean, who wouldn't want to go around the world in 24? I mean, something like that, that'd be a great little theme.
Yeah.
A lot of people, couples out there especially, who might be going out there for a trip, At night, the countries take on a whole new personality. I mean, over there by Morocco, I don't know if you've ever gone over there and taken a little walk through there at night, but I mean, to walk through the buildings and see the lighting effects and the palm trees and the tiles inside the buildings actually come to life and so forth like that. Yeah, just go there. You're laughing.
I'm sorry, without somebody talking about Morocco, and the way you're describing it just makes me think of Character Breakfast. I'm sorry.
Yeah, they do 24 hours in Epcot, and I am all about doing 24 straight hours on Spaceship Earth. If they'll let me just continuously make the loop, or even if I have to get off, get right back on 24 straight hours of Spaceship Earth, I'd be a happy camper. I would absolutely love that because it is my favorite attraction there. So
I could see that. I would like that.
Or even if they won't do Epcot, 24 straight hours on the People Mover. They will let you do the loop over again if there's not too many people.
Yes,
they will let you stay on that attraction. I will stay on it for 24 straight hours. Just bring me a churro, bring me a Mickey ice cream bar or something throughout the evening, whatever, for me to be able to, get some substance and stay awake,
You could tell them the reason you need to stay on is you're trying to enter the Guinness Book of... Somebody please help me.
Guinness Book of World
Records?
Yeah.
Thank you. Yes, for the person who's ridden the People Mover the longest.
Oh, that's a great idea. I like that. Might have to use that.
When the clone was real little, and he would still take naps, that's where we would go. We would get on the People Mover. We would lay him in the seat across from us, and we just ride. And we just, when we came around to the end, we'd look at the cast member and we'd say, can we go on again? He's sleeping good. They go, yeah, go ahead. And so it was the best place to take a nap in the whole Magic Kingdom. I'm telling you.
I do it now. I don't have to be a child to do it. I do it now. I'll get on there and rest my feet and close my eyes.
I'm not laying you down in that other on that other seat. You're on your own, buddy.
Damn it. Okay. Well, anyway, I just thought I'd throw that question out to you guys because it seemed like it was an interesting topic throughout the week and people, talking about the big event and what was going to come next. So, good stuff. So.
I'd rather see Jeff be on Maelstrom for 24 hours straight.
I'd rather see you on Maelstrom for 24 hours straight.
I was about to say, because that doesn't bother me. Maelstrom doesn't bother me at all. I like that attraction. It's fine.
Am I the only one who doesn't see the point in Maelstrom?
Pretty much, yeah.
But I wouldn't want to be on it for 24 hours.
Will would be on there, and he just keep repeating, "You are not the first to pass this way," over and over again.
Even though I do like It's a Small World, I don't think I could do that one for 24 hours straight.
I was going to say, I dare you to do it for 24 hours straight.
I dare you to do it for 1 hour straight.
Maybe if I'm...
no, I know what I would want to do for 24 hours straight.
What?
Please tell me.
Rock and roller coaster.
Oh, yeah. Wow. Yeah? You'd stay awake. You would stay awake. No doubt about it.
Soaring.
I could do that for 24 hours.
Oh, man.
I could do Soaring for 24 hours.
I don't think I could do Soaring because I'd fall asleep and I'd be afraid that seatbelt would come undone and I'd be like...
I would attempt to do Small World for 24 hours if I'm doing it for charity. Not just on a dare, I'd do it for charity.
You know, Jeff, that would screw you up for life. You might need therapy after that.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
And I would just like to point out, we're talking about spending 24 hours on rides like Soarin', and the clone pipes up and says it takes almost that long to get through the standby line.
That's a good point, yeah. So.
Wow.
All right.
Yeah, that apple didn't fall too far from the tree.
No, it did not. No, it did not.
Watch out. Rail ride for 24 hours.
I would do Pirates of the Caribbean for 24 straight hours.
I think I'd get tired of it because it's so slow moving. At some point, I'd be like,
that's the beauty of it. The seats are so long, you can take a nap. You sleep.
I don't know.
I don't know. Well, I tell you what I do know. I do know that it's almost time for our news, Disney headline news. But before we do that, I just want to remind everybody to check out magicaljourneysvacations.com. And don't forget, free night offer at Disneyland hotels. Good for neighbor hotels. Yeah, she's got... Right now you can book a Disneyland resort vacation package and receive a third, fourth, or fifth night free at select Disneyland resorts at the Good Neighbor Hotel. So feel free to contact Kristen about that. Also, this fall you can save up to 30% on Walt Disney World resorts. So this is a good time to book your vacation right now and make it happen right there at magicaljourneysvacations.com. Now, right now we've got a lot of headlines to talk about. So much news.
Hey! I happen to see something in the chat. Paul says Norway movie for 24 hours.
Norway movie for 24 hours. Holy smokes.
Oof.
Oh.
I like that idea, but then again, I like diarrhea, migraine headaches, and slit my wrist.
Okay.
Oh, wow. Okay. All right.
And apparently you like being hit on the head with a larger-than-average log.
Exactly.
Wow. Time for headlines. Jeez.
It's now time for your Disney headline news. Kicking things off, Mr. Jeff Davis.
We're going to start things off over at the Richard Petty Driving Experience, as a new Cars-inspired junior ride-along experience has debuted over there at the Walt Disney World Resorts on June the 15th. It's going to be happening. Now, they say the new experience for children can ride in a race car, literally, with a professional driver. It's not going to be mom or dad driving, so you don't have to worry about that. For 3 laps around the track, professional driving instructors include famous Piston Cup racers Aiken Axler and Sage Vanderspin. The cars will have special wraps to bring the cars to life, as they call it, with the drivers' personalities, according to the Petty Holdings Director of Marketing, Chris Kirby. Visitors can purchase tickets at $59, and you cannot make reservations for this. It's not going to happen. It's first come, first serve type thing. The track will take riders on a first-come, first-served basis. Like I said, children must be 6 to 13 years old and at least 48 inches tall. $59 is not bad. For more information on it, visit the Richard Petty Driving Experience Junior Ride-Along official website. And a lot of people are going to be really happy about this. All of us are really big fans of the Dole Whip. Well, the Dole Whip is now sold at Disney's Animal Kingdom Tamu Tamu Refreshments. And it adds now the third location to Walt Disney World for the popular treat, which is usually only served in the Magic Kingdom and Disney's Polynesian Resort regularly at Epcot, also during festival weeks. So all we're lacking now is Hollywood Studios that you can get one. So check that out if you're going to be headed to the Animal Kingdom. Downtown Disney saw 3 restaurants open its doors last week, according to a few reports. First, one that I am extremely happy about because I love my Wetzel's pretzels. I don't know what it is about Wetzel's pretzels, but they're just that damn good. It reopened its kiosk on the west side. Right next door, Haagen-Dazs also reopened in its kiosk location. And finally, Starbucks opened its new location by World of Disney in the downtown Disney Marketplace area. Now, this Starbucks offers no inside seating, and while it serves a full drink menu, its food menu has fewer options than traditional locations that you might find like the Magic Kingdom, stuff like that. So take that in consideration. But I'm really, really excited to see that Wetzel's Pretzels is finally back. Now, a little bit more. I don't know. I've never tried this, the kitchen sink that you can get over at Beaches and Cream.
Will has.
I've never had the chance to try that.
Would you like to share that with us, Will?
He's not even listening. His mic is muted and everything else. He's like checking his shoe or something. I don't know. What are you doing?
Well, Will could share with us how he decided he was going to try a date with a kitchen sink and wound up eating it all.
You ate the entire kitchen sink?
I did not. I've never made it through half of a kitchen sink. I've tried it 2 times.
Well,
oh my God.
Look at it this way. You can now satisfy your sweet tooth, Will, if you want to, somewhere else on Disney property. Because all you have to do is go over to the Plaza restaurant and order Mickey's kitchen sink. The Plaza presents the tasty treat in a sink that looks like Mickey's iconic red pants. The sundae consists of chocolate, vanilla.
Wait. Hold the hell up.
I can't
What?
help but
What?
I sure hope this is a fudge streak.
I am not kidding you. I am serious.
The first time that I saw that, I was like, why? Why? Why did somebody think this is a great idea? Let's put ice cream in pants.
The thing is, the pants look like... it comes in a sink that looks like Mickey's pants. That's the concept of it, okay? I don't understand why they decided to do it like that. I don't know.
Is that a banana?
Well, okay. Let me get through the ingredients real quick. The sundae consists of chocolate.
I don't even know what to say, man.
You got chocolate, vanilla, and strawberry ice cream covered with hot fudge, strawberry, and caramel topping. No banana.
Oh, boy.
Okay.
Hot dog.
It's like a child's version. Actually, it's like toddler version of the kitchen sink.
Hi, Mouseketeers. Is it drafty in here, or is it just me?
So on top of that, then you add chocolate, peanut butter chips with whipped cream, and you got a cherry to top it off. Let's just put it that way. Mickey's.
Hey, what's this cherry doing in here? Oh.
Mickey's kitchen sink sundae costs $14.99 and cannot be used with the Disney dining plan, so you can't use it that way. So
Sunday's a fun day.
But hey, you know what? Here's the good part about it. Here's the good part about this. You can't do this over at Beaches and Cream. When you get this at the Plaza restaurant, you can take Mickey's pants home with you. So you can enjoy other things inside Mickey's pants if you like. So put some chili in there.
A souvenir of our time together, Pluto.
Hey guys, let's go raid Mickey's pants.
Put some salsa in there if you want to. I don't know.
Bubba says it's $11.99 out at DCA.
Yeah.
And somewhere picture of that because I remembered seeing that when I was there.
That was interesting. There for a while, it was $11.99 at DCA, and it was a lot more at one time over at the Plaza restaurant. They were thinking close to like $20, and a lot of people couldn't understand why they were doing that, even though the ingredients are a little bit different when it comes to DCA and then the Magic Kingdom. So Disney kind of lowered the price a little bit to make it seem a little bit more affordable, since you're getting a lot of the same stuff. Was close to like $20, but try it.
Whatever's in Mickey's try it. Whatever's in Mickey's pants. I'm not even gonna say what I was gonna say. I'm just gonna say.
$21.99 at Disney World was the original price. So $14.99 is not that bad. So anyway.
So little Aljon, what did you do at Disney World? I went and got into Mickey's pants.
God. All right, moving along. Located in the new Harambe Theater, Festival of the Lion King is going to reopen on June the 1st in its new home there in Africa. And the show will be the same as the original that was shown over in Camp Mini Mickey, and will offer Fast Pass Plus as well. Also part of the new Harambe Theater will be a new merchandise kiosk called Maria's, offering Lion King merchandise as well. Showtimes are on the hour, with the first beginning at 10 a.m. So it's basically the same, but a lot of people very, very happy that Festival of the Lion King is coming back to the Animal Kingdom, which I've still yet to see. Festival of the Lion King. I've never seen that before. Never done it. So
what is the matter? Eric, is there anything you have not done at Disney World? Theme parks.
Legend of the Lion King?
You haven't seen Festival of the Lion King either?
I've not seen Festival of the Lion King. I've not done Nemo. I don't do a whole lot of shows.
I haven't seen Nemo either. Nope.
What is the matter with you people? You're not missing anything with Nemo, but I think you have to at least go do everything in the parks once.
It's on my bucket list, okay?
I haven't seen Lights, Motors, Action, Extreme Sun Show. I haven't seen that one either.
Now, that is pretty cool, though.
I haven't seen that one. So.
I saw the original before they changed it.
It's on the list. It's on the list. I'll get to it eventually.
Right after it debuted.
What's that?
Right after it debuted, Aljon and I saw it.
Yeah. I don't know. I can watch the movie and be happier. I don't know. We talked about Starbucks.
But it's Disney. It's not the movie, Jeff.
I know, but still.
Food and wine. You guys talk about food and wine last week?
No, we did not talk about food and wine last week. It was too chaotic to be able to talk about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, just watch the show. You'll see why.
I'm worried now.
The big question.
You guys need me here to keep stuff together.
Yeah, we do sometimes. Actually, it'd be a better idea to always have you around. A lot of people are wondering, is work about to start when it comes to Starbucks over at Disney's Hollywood Studios? Now, we've known since the original Starbucks and Disney announcement back in, I guess it was, April or May of 2012, a couple of years ago, that they were going to be coming to all the Disney parks. A lot of people were very excited. Some were not. So far, what we have is we've got the Starbucks stores opening in the Magic Kingdom. We've got them in Epcot. And most recently, of course, like I mentioned before, Downtown Disney. Now, the location of Starbucks at Disney's Hollywood Studios has been the subject of a lot of debate and a lot of Disney-related forums as to where it's going to go. And it seems that Starring Rolls Bakery was being identified as a possible target, along with a few others. But within the last week, a new candidate has now emerged as possibly being the location for the studio Starbucks. The L.A. Prop Cinema Storage Shop, located on the corner of Hollywood Boulevard and Sunset Boulevard, is now listed as being closed for refurbishment from June 16th this year until February 28th, 2015. Now, that's a really long closure for just your everyday type of refurbishment, no matter what they're doing. There's some major changes going on there. And the area also has some patio space on both sides of the building that could be used for, seating or something else, possibly. Now, the location fits the Starbucks criteria, being situated. It is a high visibility and very high traffic area as well, with guests passing through that area on their way to the main areas of the park. So the LA Prop Cinema Storage currently sells a range of plush and other toys, which, it can be relocated to different areas of the park if they wanted to. Now, the only thing
crap. There's nobody ever in there.
Yeah, and it makes sense if there's nobody in there and they're not really selling to just move the stuff. Now, we know for sure that Starbucks is going to come to the studios, but it's just speculation as to whether the Cinema Storage is going to be the location or not. No announcement has been made by Disney or anything else like that, so one more to go. We'll just have to find out and see. But it makes sense, Kristen, and I guess you agree it makes sense as well because you said there's nobody in that store whatsoever. And gotta have my Starbucks.
Every time I walk by there's nobody in it. The customers are always standing out there like, somebody, please, come help me.
Come buy something from me.
Give me something to do. You know.
That's terrible. Oh, that's terrible. Wow.
Desperate.
Yeah, so that's all the news that I've got this time. Those are all of my headlines. And Aljon?
Oh, very good. Very good.
All to you.
We're gonna mosey on over to the world. You mentioned the Dole Whip and Mickey's Pants ice cream treat. Let's go ahead, Kristen, if you have any other food-related food news that you'd like to mention, because I know there's a few things.
I do have Food and Wine Festival.
Go ahead.
They have released a few more pieces of news about that. One is they're going to have a new marketplace that's going to merge Argentina and Chile together. And it's going to have some sustainable food, including salmon with quinoa salad, drizzled with Kiki arugula chimichurri. They also have Chilean wines, of course. They're changing the Florida local marketplace now to Farm Fresh Market. They're going to have bacon and eggs. It's going to be applewood smoked bacon, sweet corn, potatoes, hollandaise, and pickled jalapenos.
Wow.
There'll also be they're calling Yardbird, and it's chicken with braised greens.
Nice. And
the different places that they're going to have for beer, it's going to be Orlando Brewing Company and Bob Black Lager from Salt Lake City. They are keeping what was new last year was that Parisian breakfast. They're going to keep that, but they're also going to add what's called Sunday mornings with, and then it's going to be whoever is the pastry chef or baker that they're going to have there. They're going to make 3 different desserts. Let's see. What else? Brazil is coming back, and they'll be changing the pierogi at Poland this year, and it's going to be a sauerkraut pierogi, and they're also going to have pork goulash.
Nice.
Ooh, now that sounds good.
The pork goulash? Yeah.
Yeah.
I think.
Well, it sounds better than the sauerkraut pierogi anyway.
I guess you guys did not talk about Harambe Nights either, right?
Oh, we talked about
Harambe Nights. Yes, we've covered
Yep.
hot Harambe Nights. Oh, yes.
You use a sexy voice, Jeff, when you say hot
bring back
Harambe
fellas.
Nights.
We want to get fellas.
So at $119, we're all going to be going to that, right?
Yeah.
Well, we do know that all the premium seating is sold out completely. General seating's still available, but...
You see, like I said, if they make it, they'll come. You know, they're going to be those people that do the Harambe Nights, and that's great, you know. Maybe we'll get press passes. I have no idea what we're going to do for that.
Aljon, I swear, Aljon, that Disney has used your hashtag try it on everything so far. That's why sales are through the roof. They come up with something new and they just say, try it.
I tell you what, man, you know, the marketing brains at WDW After Dark are absolutely amazing. You'll never find a brain trust more in tune with what the people want than WDW After Dark. That's damn true.
Power to the people.
Power to the damn people.
That's celery.
It is celery.
No, it's a margarita frozen popsicle.
Is it really?
Yes, it is.
Huh.
Nice.
Very cool.
So, Kristen, is that all
no,
the news
I have one more.
Oh, okay.
It is the Summer Solstice Signature Dining Experience at Raglan Road.
Ooh.
My favorite place.
Oh,
It'll be taking place Thursday, June 19th at 6:30. It's $95 a person, but Master Chef Kevin Dundon will be the one creating the menu.
Very nice.
So, and it includes an appetizer, soup, main course, dessert, and then there's tea, coffee, and petit fours. And with each course, there's also a wine pairing. So.
Very nice.
Yummy.
Good deal. Well, thank you for that tidbit, Kristen.
Oh,
Appreciate
Tables in Wonderland members do get a discount, too.
Oh, good. Well, double whammy. Good stuff there. A lot of great food. Makes my mouth water for sure. If you're not hungry now, I'm sure you will be when you check out diningatdisney.com. Will, do you have any tidbits for us? I'll let you stew on that for a second. I know Eric. I know Eric has got some news in just a little bit. I'm going to go ahead and break in real quick. We've got a couple of breaking news stories here. If you haven't heard, Marvel's Daredevil is making some great waves with some casting news. Marvel is proud to announce that the acclaimed actor Charlie Cox, you know him from the show Boardwalk Empire and Stardust, will be premiering as Matt Murdock, the Man with No Fear Daredevil, in the new Netflix series, 13-episode series that's going to be happening in 2015. And that's an exciting time. And yeah, Charlie Cox, I'm down with that. Not only did they announce Charlie Cox earlier this week, but also the acclaimed writer-director Stephen S. DeKnight, who's known for Buffy the Vampire Slayer, Angel, and Spartacus, has also joined Marvel's Daredevil as executive producer and showrunner on that 13-episode series airing on Netflix next year. So that's really cool. So anyway, that's big news for Marvel. Of course, you know that Star Wars is making a big impact across the parks and making an impact in Disney Run in marathon news as well. The Star Wars Half Marathon Weekend, presented by Sierra Nevada Corporation, is going to take place June 10th Eastern Time over there at the Disneyland Resort. Or I'm sorry, it's not June 10th. My bad. It's January 15th through 18th of next year.
Where did you get June 10th out of that?
June 10th is when registration starts. My eyes just floated down. So
Gotcha.
January 15th through 18th of 2015. In addition to the half marathon, the event will include a 10K, 5K kids races, Wookiee welcome party, and expo.
Headlining that one.
I wonder. Wield your lightsabers and join the rebellion, and you'll be rewarded for completing both half marathon and 10K. That's interesting because I'm sure you're going to get a Rebel medallion, which is something that Chewie never got in Episode 1 or Episode 4.
Wait, they have.
He got it. He just had to get it later and put it on himself.
I guess so.
What are the races?
You've got a 10K, 5K, and kids races.
Oh, okay.
In addition to the half marathon, of course.
Okay.
So
I wonder if that Rebel Challenge medal, if it looks like the one that Han and Luke and Chewie got.
Chewie did not get one.
He just didn't get one on screen.
I would like to
because
think
Princess Leia would have had to have used a stepladder.
I would like to think he got one, but unfortunately we never saw it. So therefore it's not canon.
The comic book adaptation says he's going to get one, but he had to put it on himself.
Okay, there you go. All right.
There you go.
Once again, sign up for the Run Disney email in order to get notified when registration is going to happen. But right now I can tell you Tuesday, June 10th is when it's going to open, and space is limited, so you got to act fast. So that is new news. The other news is that did you guys talk about J.J. Abrams wanting to do the Force for Change? Did you guys talk about that at all?
Yes, we did. Yes.
Okay, great.
Yes.
All right. So having said that, that's great. And I believe now we're ready for Will. Will, do you have any tidbits, or did we take it all from you?
You all took it from me.
All right. Well, that is basically all. We've got Eric Allen. He's got a couple things of video game news. Eric?
I do. For those of you who don't know, Disney Infinity 2 has been announced, and there is a release date of September of this year. And the big focus on Disney Infinity 2 has been Marvel characters, which is something that we, of course, called early on here on WDW After Dark. You've got your Avengers starter kit, but just released this week are 2 non-Marvels. They are not forgetting about the Disney. They are still dancing with the one that brung you. You have Princess Merida, and you have Maleficent. So you've kind of got your light side and your dark side here balanced out in this. And I'm looking forward to this.
Makes sense to me.
It does, yeah. I agree. And the Maleficent character, I am so happy, is the movie version of the character. It looks like to me when I saw the video earlier today.
I don't know. Angelina Jolie is hot and all that, but I kind of like a green Maleficent, and she's just not green.
She is not. Nope.
Right.
Oh.
Well, they're always going to have variants. The Beauty and the Beast movie is going to be coming out. They had the live-action Lone Ranger, so it's possible that they could bring, the alternate costume for Maleficent is the green-faced Maleficent,
Yeah. That is true.
It could happen.
But also, guys, did you know that this being 2014 is the 50th anniversary of the 1964 World's Fair?
Wow, yeah.
Yeah, that's true, yeah.
Where you first saw Great Moments with Mr. Lincoln, Carousel of Progress, It's a Small World, and this year's D23 Expo is going to be spending a lot of time on that.
Yep. Yeah, absolutely. The D23 Expo for sure, and we've got Destination D that's happening. In fact, if you log on to JediMouseketeer.com, you'll notice that they're adding in a tremendous amount of Imagineers. And Eric, was that something that you were going to get at?
Yes, I was actually getting at because I had seen the story on JediMouseketeer.com. By the way,
thank you.
The expo is actually titled D23 Destination D Attraction Rewind, presented by H2O Plus. This is going to take place November 22nd and 23rd at Disney's Contemporary Resort. New additions to the lineup are Disney legends Charlie Ridgway, Ron Logan, and Bill Sullivan. You also have current Imagineers Gary Landrum, who is the show awareness producer. He archives and preserves the history and stories of Walt Disney Imagineering. You have Jason Grant, art director, whose projects include New Fantasyland at Magic Kingdom and the Magic Kingdom Storybook. You have Dave Minichiello. Am I pronouncing that right?
I believe so.
Okay, executive director for creative development. He is the one who did the art direction on the Seven Dwarfs Mine Train. You also have Pam Rollins, who is the show producer. Her projects include Disney's Animal Kingdom and Epcot's Millennium. Now, these people are joining already announced Disney legends Marty Sklar, Bob Gurr, Alice Davis, Walt Disney Archives director Becky Klein, and also Disney World's Fair historians Bill Cotter, Stacey Martin, and Michael Kelly. Now, since this is titled Attraction Rewind, they are looking at the ghosts of Disney past. They've got exhibits and presentations highlighting such attractions as Adventure Through Inner Space, If You Had Me, 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea, and also they're having almost like an entire day dedicated to the World's Fair because this being the 50th anniversary. There's also an evening celebration titled Pleasure Island Rewind. Take 3 guesses what that's about. Now, if this sounds like a lot of talent and a lot of things, you think it's going to cost a lot of money, well, you would be right. If you have a D23 gold or silver membership, your tickets are going to be $190 each. Now, if you've got the D23 free membership, your ticket is $250 per ticket. But it's cool because all guests will receive a special gift. Probably some kind of special edition pin or something.
Probably so.
Yeah.
Probably so. Or patch.
Yeah.
Well, I think that just by the gathering of all the talent that is there, Disney history that is going to be celebrated, if you can't afford it, you should probably make it out there because it's not going to be. I mean, let's look. I mean, Marty Sklar, Bob Gurr, Alice Davis, those type of legendary Imagineers and people that knew Walt. They're not going to be around for very much longer. I mean,
yeah.
So we have to enjoy and celebrate them and learn and really, and a lot of times those people end up mingling with a lot of the attendees. So those events are really cool just for that. So definitely, if you can, you should. And,
catch them before they die.
Oh my gosh, Eric! Yeah, you're right.
Get them while they're living. Okay. that ought to be the catchphrase right there.
Yeah, that ought to be. Yeah. Well, thank you for that tidbit, Eric. We do appreciate it. Once again, catch us while we're live every single Friday night from 9 p.m. Eastern at WDWAfterDark.com. Also, you can catch out the entire archive of shows, and we do have shows there for the past year that are still available at livestream.com. Just log on. The catch-all is WDWAfterDark.com. Facebook, WDW After Dark webcast. You also have got Twitter, our YouTube channel. Please like and subscribe all our videos. And coming soon to WeBeGeeksPC.com, the We Be Geeks podcast network will be there too in audio form sooner than later. So once again, everybody, we're about ready to wrap things up. How can everybody find you guys on the interwebs? Jeff Davis.
You can find me at DW_Sixer. 66er. Give me a sixer.
DW_Sixer.
It's all that Navy talk.
Seriously, yeah. DW_60 is where you can find me on Twitter, and just look me up on Facebook.
Very good. William Hershey, where can people find you?
On Twitter, they can find me at William Hershey Yeti at SR_Disney Magic, and on Facebook as William Paul Hershey Jr.
Very good. Also, Eric Allen.
All right, you can catch me on Twitter at @SorcomReview. Also catch me on Facebook at facebook.com/SorcomReview. And you can also catch me in the Sorcerer Radio Disney Fun Zone, which is a free online Disney group for people who want to share their love of all things Disney in a family-friendly atmosphere.
Yes, do it. Try it. Kristen.
Hey, it's Marcel.
All right, nice. Kristen, where can people find you?
Dining at Disney everywhere.
Dining at Disney everywhere. Instagram,
Twitter,
Facebook, Twitter,
Pinterest, Instagram.
And there you go. Same with me, Jedi Mouseketeer. Find me on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, also at WDW Tiki Room there as well. All of us have shows on Sorcerer Radio too, by the way. Thanks to them. SRSounds.com, all Disney music all day long. And like Mike said in the chat room, WeBeGeeks.net, another great place to check out our show in the future. So thank you for everybody. We've got we're going to go ahead and play the credits, and we're going to talk about the hashtags of the week. I'll go ahead and rattle those things off there while we're shutting the show down. Easy E-Ray from the chat room, our friend, is always putting those over for us. After Darkers, Sorcerer Radio and Disney Fun Zone. Aljon Avatar, Open the Zazzle Store. Marceau, Slow Clap Davis, Bigger Than the Average Log, Maxi Talk, Break Out the Cheetos, Nether Regions, Tiny Death Star Exploding, Ice Cream Pants, Try It, She's Hot But Not Green, Bigger Than the Average Log, That's Hilarious. Oh, that's hilarious. Thanks, Paul. That's Paul doing it. Thanks to everyone in the chat once again, and please leave your questions and comments to the team on our Facebook and our YouTube channel. Thank you so much, everybody. Have a tremendous week. You all rock. We'll see you next time.
Take care. Bye-bye.
Have a great weekend, everybody.
Later.
Have a Cheeto.
Have a Cheeto.
We won't see them next week.
Castle.
Wait, what's next week?
We won't see them next week. Didn't you just say we'll see you next week, or am I losing my mind?
I think I may have said see you next week. Yeah, we're off for next week, are we not?
We're done. We're done for the summer.
Oh, we're done for the summer. Oh my God, this was the last episode.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Say it ain't so.
It's so, yeah.
It is so.
This is it until what, August,
see you in the fall, folks.
What is it, August or September? One of the two, I can't remember.
Caught up with the YouTube archive.
Well, we're gonna have our shows up on there as well. So and, YouTube and on audio. So until August. Oh my gosh, we're on hiatus. So, guys, thank you so much for tuning in. We do appreciate it, and I guess we're ready to sign off. Until next time, be sure to check out WDW After Dark webcast on Facebook for updates. All right.
Mwah. Good night, everybody.
Good night.
He just kissed everyone.
Have a fun summer.